Good morning, everyone, and I just want to thank you for joining me again. I just want to share with you a couple of hints and tips for when you do write an essay. So, or specifically a narrative or descriptive essay. So, the first thing you would want to do is use words that appeal to the senses. This is very important because people are, or humans are creatures that like to imagine things, and we like to know exactly like what something looks like. So instead of saying the dog, you can make it more interesting by saying the big fat dog, or the big violent or aggressive dog. Die die kat, die klein kat, die klein katjie, die oulike katjie. So you can just change things and make it look more interesting. You want to use things like in a narrative essay specifically, you want to use dialogue. Sorry, my spelling is a little bit off today. You will make it more interesting for everyone when you're using dialogue in a narrative essay, because no one wants to actually read something that rambles on and on and on. Using dialogue makes it more interesting, it brings the characters to life, and it makes it enjoyable as compared to an argumentative essay where you are just arguing a point. A narrative essay basically is a story, so make use of the dialogue. For example, Ma sê, Seentjie, gaan was jou hande. Ek het my hande gaan was en dan kan ons eet. Or something along those lines. I don't know. I'm thinking off the top of my head. You want to use interesting descriptions of people. So when you talk about a person, don't just talk about the person, describe them. For example, the cop is a very boring description of a police officer. So what about the cop with the red nose, or the large fat cop who was eating donuts, or the skinny old woman, or the woman with 5 children? You want to be able to describe people because it's going to make it more interesting for people to read. It's going to make the characters more real, things that you would see in the shop. I wouldn't go to the shop and say, I saw a woman today. I would say, I saw a woman who was stealing all the toilet paper, for example. You want to draw attention to vivid features of the person. For example, a boisterous laugh, or a timid, shy person. When you talk about feelings, you want to describe them well. And you want to use like proper vocab for this. So instead of saying that you are sad, you'll say something along the lines of, I was devastated. Ek was vreeslik ongelukkig. All right. Sorry, I'm just having a look here at my notes that I've made, or that I've taken. You want to start all the sentences differently from the others. So use different types of sentences. You don't want to use the same type of sentence in your essays, because otherwise it gets repetitive and boring. For example, I have a cat. The cat is fat. No. You want to start a sentence with, I have a cat that is fat and likes to eat a lot of food. This cat is large. So you would use different types of sentences. It makes it more interesting to listen to. Sometimes you could use rhetorical questions. These are questions that don't necessarily need an answer. Then look for effective adjectives. Things that describe things. So in other words, words that describe nouns. Use effective adverbs as well. Adverbs are words that describe verbs. So by using these things, you are describing everything better. And that's about it, really. That's all I can really say for this video. I hope that this helps. Obviously, this is an English uh, video that I've made. However, you can use the hints and tips that I've given to you here for English and for Afrikaans, especially for essays or for narrative essays. It'll be very important to do these things properly because these are where most of your marks come from. Yeah, so I hope that you have a wonderful day further and keep well. Goodbye.